though. It's
Well,
Seraphim
true.
AA.
It is Sarah AA, that is true, but still, it's I, I don't think like sure Tech 2 air aggression can of course work on this map. I've seen it many times before, but I mean, but to pick UEF solely because of that, I'm not entirely sure, but we will see. I guess maybe he will
It would
prove
be more
us wrong.
powerful if Frigate was viable to not make it obvious what the game plan would be. I think. I mean, maybe UD will
Yeah.
do something different, but I kind of heavily doubt that he could be picking anything besides Janus.
Yeah. So at the bottom we have Tagada playing Sarah, and at the top we have UD playing UEF. It is gonna be a best of 7. They have decided. Not sure if it's really according to what was meant to be played. I think it used to be a best of 5, and then if Tagada wins, he won the tourney because he comes from the winners bracket. If UD wins, he has to play another game versus Tagada, best of 1, but I believe, but it is not specified. But instead they decided to play a best of 7, but Tagada starts with 1 game up. So it's 1-0 overall at the moment for Tagada. Yeah, I don't think that was really the intention of Morix with this setup, but I don't think he would really mind. It's also not really...
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing too interesting in the setup. It's just the standard Roanoke builds. Second air, a lot of P-gens.
Yeah, remind me next game to disable Supreme Scoreboard.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Are they still in voice? No, they are not. Imagine if they were. That would be truly clown emoji.
Might as well just join them if they were.
Yeah, do it casting while they're listening.
You could even psych them out and explain like Yudi's going first bomber.
Yeah.
Tagada's opening up first AA.
Oh.
That actually sounds like it could be interesting if you did something like that.
It would be really, really weird. It's like the thing is, you can basically. I mean, it also depends whether we are being truthfully about what's happening.
Well, you can't always lie and you can't always tell the truth.
Yeah,
you have
like
to have
it's
lies
like a
sprinkled in with the
mixture.
truth.
Yeah, exactly.
It honestly sounds like it'd be the hardest on the casting end compared to playing.
Yeah, because you have to big brain your way through it. Also have to constantly select different POVs to see what they have scouted and then what they don't see, and then like maybe he barely didn't scout like an air factory, and then you say, oh, air factory.
He has 2 air factories.
He went first air, second air, third air, and fourth air, and is spamming bombers from all his factories.
Wait, he's upgrading that air HQ? He's upgraded that air HQ, but he only has the factory scouted, so he thinks there's a second air HQ hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
It looks like Tagada is going more aggressive though, with 2 air factories producing ints against Yudi, who's doing the, I guess, standard transport drop at this point.
Yeah, Yudi rushes a single inti and then does the transport, which is quite common, I guess. I mean, I don't have much experience on Roanoke. Tagada is, he's going, way more into.
Well, he put that in there, but it wasn't there before, I promise.
Okay. Oh, well, he is again. I think he is listening. Otherwise, he would have never done this. So quick Navy factory out for Tagada. Actually, that's very quick. 340.
He perfectly scouts the transport from Yudi too.
Yeah, but Yudi is not walking with his ASU. He's staying in base, so I'm not sure how harmful this would be. Because if he's going for such quick or earlier inties, he will have more air, so he might try to decide some counterplay, or maybe he's just playing it safe, and I feel like the latter is more accurate. I think Yudi lost his first inti, or no, he moved it to the right out of the way. A single inti is locked on the transport from Yudi. That's very nice. It will Just be a sacrificial inti and trade for. I mean, don't even trade probably. But even if it does trade, it's still worth it if it snipes the transport. At least Yuri gets the right side island safe. Tagada might go for an aggressive drop though with his left transport. Yeah, he is. Because Yuri, like Tagada scouted Yuri, and Yuri is still in his base making pigeons with his SU, and that's not really common.
Ooh, it just barely gets it.
I see, that's... Is he making a second transport? He is not. He is making bombers and sending them to the left side, but not directly to guard the island.
He is making a second transport. It's after this next turn.
3 bombers. That might be a bit overkill. Might be a mistake actually. Just accidentally rallied bombers. He's going straight into the NTs. He doesn't have a scout on patrol on the left side, and I think it's very dangerous what he's doing. And it might honestly just, if he doesn't react soon or well enough, this might just be ending the game relatively soon. I mean, it's not instantly game over, of course, but if you have 4 versus 2 islands, I think it's pretty evident that it's not exactly a good position. Now the question is if Tagada goes for the greedy island steal, or like to actually try to properly secure it, or if he just drops there to just take the mexes for a short period of time. But he just got Judy's SU, so he must know that there's no SU coming, because that is the main counter to an aggressive drop like this.
He's actually got a lock on both of the bombers. His scouting was like pretty much perfect on the bombers that Yudi sent. He even scouted the one that went all the way south, but he never locked that one.
Yeah.
And I guess he gave up on this left one. I know that one was also scouted.
Yeah, but there's not that many inties, and it is quite easy to accidentally select your inties again and throw them away.
Yeah, it's probably
or
what
like cancel the lock. So I think Yuri is not gonna get this island at all. There's already his factory out, about to be second, and he lost air as well. This bomber will get 1 drop off, but it only gets 1 engineer because it was a ground fight in between. Actually, might get a second one on the second
He
pass.
might be able to get the factory up and before Azui comes out. And if he gets a lab out or a tank out, then that'll give him the advantage on that.
Barely doesn't get a second on. Look on the right side, on the island in the middle. From the 6 islands, the right side, those 2 engineers building PDs next to each other.
Oh no, but Yudi's engineers is gonna be too late.
Yeah, but he also raised the time for the AA as well. He meant AA was quicker. He's not responding at all.
He made a raid out to broadcast his death to his friend.
Yeah, that's not great.
Ah, the Zui's ground fired hit the...
Yeah, they're both too occupied on the other side. So he's gonna lose that little engagement, I guess. And this proxy is not gonna work. He does have some air support, but it's 2 versus 1 factories, and both sides have lost engineers, so it's just gonna outproduce and win the fight. And now there's the annoying frigate harassment on his main islands, sniping the mexes. Although, if they're quickly rebuilt, it's honestly not that bad, because you kinda suicide. You trade the frigate to kill some mexes for a bit. But if they're quickly rebuilt, it's just an annoying APM task basically, but this shouldn't be the worst for Yudi. Um, 5 navy factories for Yudi, it's the same for Tagada. They are all on the main base, none are on the islands. Just not too... Okay, Yudi at least got the left side island, also 1 PD, 1 AA. I'm waiting for the classic AA. Oh, you way too much investment into that. 1 mix.
Yudi's transporting onto the island that Tagada's ACU is on.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, what? He's making more transports. Okay, I was literally about to say, I would suggest like going tech to ACU to just come drop on the left island and get it back like that. And I think he's gonna do that, although he also needs tech to HQ, of course. But yeah, Tagada will have way higher mass income. And he's also raiding a bit more with his frigates, although UD seems to finally reach the other side of the map. This one PD from Tagada on the right island got 500 mass killed.
The loss of this drop is still just going to be so painful. I don't know why he thinks this would succeed.
Yeah, it's minute 9. It's I'm not sure if he just didn't have intel. Oh.
Well, now he... Wait, what?
Nailed it. Tagada is like, what is this?
They didn't even get an order.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought he was going to fly past the island and drop in the back and build some navy factories.
Oh! Oh! UD's engineer on the right island left on 0 HP. It's at a reclaim war. I also just noticed that the new
The
FAF
mass
patch,
total and
yeah,
reclaim thing?
it shows the mass total and yeah, on the engineers at the bottom right. See that?
Finally,
Yeah.
Gala will be able to optimize his Saturn's BO even greater.
Oh. Let's find the most mass efficient engineer, shall we? That's quite nice. Well, 0 HP isn't that because, you know, it can be
Decimals.
0.9 HP basically. When an engineer reclaims,
Yeah.
it's like...
It's the same reason why putting a T1 mechs near a factory says it takes 1 mass off of a tank and makes you think it's a 25% reduction when it's really like a 10% reduction or something like that.
It rounds
Because the
it.
game's UI doesn't do decimals.
Yeah, it rounds it off, so it's probably like 0.4 HP or something. Which rounds it down to 0. Okay, so score UD is keeping up with Tagada, probably because he made quite a bit of E earlier, I'm not sure. How's the tech to max counts? UD has 1, Tagada is on 0. It means they're both going pretty aggressive. Because you can ego quite a lot on this map at the start. Here's the ACU drop from UD though. There are, however, 3 PDs on the island, including 3 factories and lots of spam. There's bomber support, but I'd say it is gonna be a tough job to properly clear it. He's gonna capture the first. Oh my god, this ACU, please give the new order, thank you. Here's the first capture.
Yeah, there's just too much already.
I think, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is gonna work. The thing is, he needed more air support, I think, for something like this to kill the build power.
Or he could have just dropped the bottom left island.
Yeah,
Or
that
even
honestly.
he could have dropped Tagada's island his ACU was on.
Like, this is literally the most defended island.
Yeah, like he could have just gotten to the main base as well with his frigates there. Just rallied everything there, won that island, and forced Tagada to have to rebuild all his energy somewhere else.
Well, I don't think he could have dropped the main base. That was way too risky with the air that was sitting there for a long time. And there's also a lot more build power there, but definitely the top left island, I think. Like, it's the most logical thing to do at first glance, but oh my god, the PD he made is shooting the ground. And that Tech 2 PD is not going to be able to hit anything. Dude is about to die here.
Tagada even has torps. If he goes in the water, he'll die.
He needs to dodge these arty shots. His other PD is shooting the wall! Oh my god, this is gone from bad to worse.
I'm sure this will not impact his mentality.
No, this definitely won't impact Judy's mental health. I think he will be completely fine. Okay, he's gonna evac out. That was very, very unfortunate.
I don't know if he can though. I guess if Tagada's not gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna get out. But at what cost, right? Like,
Well, Tagada is chasing him. He's gonna have to drop down, and then Tagada has 2 torps coming
I
in.
think Yuri forgot he's not dropping down. He's dead. I think he meant to send the transport back, but he somehow rallied there and it just stops. He instantly leaves. Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Time for the post-game interview with Beauty.
Uh-oh. This wasn't the most healthy start of the series, mentally speaking. But yeah, that's I mean, it's all boils down to him not sending his SU to the left islands, right? It's like I don't really understand why he didn't do it. Like he must know about that being a standard move. So I'm kind of curious why he didn't. But sure.